But we want to commend you for your patience, and we thank you very much for your understanding. Notwithstanding, we are of the belief that we will be able to make up for this. The Director General is here. He's going to be the one to lead the press briefing. In the right at the center, that is the Director General of Immigration, Mr. Ibrahim Amboub. On the right flank, you have Commissioner Ibrahim Amani, the head of the local organizing committee for the event that we are coming to talk about, and my humble self, the public relations officer of GID, Chief Superintendent Mamali Esteban. We will be beside the Director General to accompany him on this very important activity. The briefing is going to center on a mega event that the GID is bracing up for. We are bracing up for a mega sub-regional event that is being organized by ECOWAS in collaboration with the government of the Gambia. It is the 8th annual conference of heads of immigration forum. It is the 8th annual conference of the heads of immigration forum that happens annually. This time around, it is the Gambia that is hosting. We will not dwell into that to PM the brief of the Director General. He's going to take you on the event, how significant it is, and all what not surrounding the whole thing, and the arrangements and all the plans that we want to make it a very, very memorable event in Banjul. Without much ado, I will just quickly outline the procedures that we will want to align ourselves to with regards to this briefing. It is going to be a brief by Director General, and after his brief, we will allow questions to come from the press that he will try to answer. In an event where he will require the intervention of the chairman of the local organizing committee, then that will be permitted. Once it is question and answer time, if you have any question that you want to ask, you can easily put up your hand, identify yourself and the media house that you are representing, so that you will be given the question, the floor to answer, to ask the question on a one-by-one mode. So the briefing, like I've said, is going to be entirely within the confines of this HOI, that is Heads of Immigration Conference, that is coming in Banjul. If you have any other things that you would want to ask about, you want to talk about, we can do that on the sidelines of the activity right after this briefing. Or if you prefer, we can make a separate arrangement for that. But for the purpose of this briefing, it is purely talking about the Heads of Immigration Conference that is coming up on the 23rd and the 24th of this month. On that note, I would want to quickly allow the chairman of the local organizing committee, to do a quick brief.
Okay. Their presence here is also recognized, significantly because of the support and the dedication that they have accorded to me throughout this task was given to us by the Director General, to map out modalities and the contingencies in ensuring that we have a very wonderful 8th, meeting of the ECOWAS Head of States of Immigration in Gambia. Press, all of you in your different appellations, I said welcome. My task is very simple. It's just to brief you, like the PRO said, we are bracing up on behalf of the Republic of the Gambia, to host another key significant component within the ECOWAS trajectory, which is the Head of Immigration of ECOWAS meeting in the Gambia, coming up on the 23rd and 24th, respectively, for which, for the first time, in the history of our institution, our able DG Mboub is privileged, during his time to host this occasion on behalf of the immigration, on behalf of the Gambia. We have considered this as a rare opportunity that has both historic and symbolic benefit for both the GID and by extension the Gambia. But the symbolic and the historic benefit significance, we leave it to him. We will touch on that during his deliberation. It is because of this purpose we are here. For us as an organizing committee, we have done some symbolic significant strive to ensure that we are able to put together all and sundry institutions, both government and non-state actors, to invite them to be part of this. And we want to take this opportunity to single out some institutions who have accorded very significant assistance to us in our quest to ensure that we have a very fruitful summit comes on the 23rd and the 24th. To mention Bogdasville, we want to commend official, for invaluably contributing, to the arrangements, which of significance has placed us at a very satisfactory state as this present moment where we are. We also want to thank some business partners who have also chipped in either directly or indirectly to support us. We cannot rule out, of course, the office of the president, but my director will also have to talk on that more. They've been very supportive in terms of logistics, vehicles, fuels, and others. So significantly, we have to also identify the office of the president through the Honorable Chief of Staff, for having stood by us, to ensure that all the logistics that we need as an organizing committee in preparation of these events are all timely available to us. So we want to appreciate that most significantly. On my part, as the chairperson of the organizing committee, I want to once again welcome you and recognize your invaluable support as the media. And then hope to see you on the 23rd, on the 24th, to give us the promotions and the dissemination that we need in order to ensure that our summit and our conference reach to all the corners of the country. Thank you.
Thank you.
This event that is upcoming is the reason why we are here. And it's my duty to also inform the general public, not only the general public, but key institutions that also contributed to this event. It is very important to note that the upcoming event is an ECOWAS event for immigration border officials. And it will mark the 8th annual Heads of Immigration meetings within the sub-region. This meeting has been conducted in or held in other countries, but the Gambia is hosting it the 8th in number. What is informing this meeting and what is this meeting is important to note. But before going further, I need to extend my regard to the office of the president and in particular the head of state and commander of the chief of defense. That has to do with a lot of support that we are given for this event. I just want to recognize the Office of the Chief of Staff, Office of the President for providing us with fleet that is going to enable our diplomats coming to be rest assured of the Gambian hospitality. I want to also thank the Ministry of Interior under the leadership of Honorable Abdoulaye Sanyang for giving me the permission to proceed with my stakeholders. I want to also thank key institutions like AfriCell. I want to believe you will be seeing some banners, some of those that inform the general public, that media coverage of the event. It's important because those that held this activity before have also done it in a grand style. And one thing, like I said, the Gambia is known for is that hospitality, and we do things the best. So moving forward, this is the 8th annual Heads of Immigration meeting, and it requires the Director General of Immigration to also prepare towards this event with his team. Now, the theme of this meeting will be the acceleration of the development of the ECOWAS National Biometric Identity Card and the abolition of the 90 days stay limit or residence permit. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to inform that in 2011, there was a heads of states agreement on the adoption of the biometric national identity card. And for that reason, you will see that the Gambia started implementing this as a means of supporting security within the sub-region, or perhaps a common adopted procedure in terms of documentation within the sub-region. Since 2011, countries have begun to step up to see that biometric identification is a priority within the ECOWAS member states and community. Not only on the side of identity card, but we also have the biometric passport. And it is, you will all bear with me, is very important when you have these documents because it has biofeatures of who you are. And even if you are twins, it's very difficult to distinguish. But with biometric ID card, your iris, those details that are taken of you as a person, individual, and it creates a big security for who you are. I want to state that the sub-region has been marred or facing issues relating to human smuggling, trafficking in persons, serious organized crimes, kidnapping, and we are communicating. Quite a lot has been happening over the years, and it is incumbent on ECOWAS to review the protocol in terms of entry, residence, and establishment. We are a community, and you can all refer back to history, that Africa should be united. And we cannot be united when there are borders between us. But if the dream is still on the for us to embrace, it's important that we come up with measures that will keep us together as community citizens. Notwithstanding, the ECOWAS, you all know, has a membership of 15 countries. But for now, with this event upcoming, we have 3 countries in absentia that cease to be members of the ECOWAS. So we are receiving 12 dignitaries, heads of immigrations from the sub-region, and we are going to discuss issues relating to movement, relating to entry, relating to establishment of each community citizen in another country. I want to state the fact that in the Gambia here, yes, you meet up with different nationals. Sometimes we believe we have porous borders, people move about. Some would enter in regularly, but some would enter clandestinely. But I want to still state that immigration has been on deck for one good reason. The documentation is ongoing. Another thing, borders have been controlled. We have MIDAS in about 9 locations through the support of the IOM. And of course, the immigration reforms that we have set forward is gone too far. Currently, we are restructuring. I would want to thank my predecessor and the Honorable Inspector General of Police, who has been with us, and to assure him that the team of GID is still moving forward. And we are very determined to the successes that we have earmarked for the roadmap we have taken 2019 to 2024. And I want to recognize the fact that we are taking on board most of the revised methods, most of the security adjustments, improvements required for the sub-region to ensure irregular migration is also curbed, human smuggling is also curbed. In a sense, we collaborate with our stakeholders in the control of migration in general. But this, I want to state that in accord, we have our neighboring countries and we are doing well with them. Senegal, who is covering the Gambia on 3 sites, we've had so much interactions with them. Our officers have been having joint trainings, not only on joint trainings, but we have had visits in and out. You will all understand. Not too long. Recently, we have some agreements relating to the Senegambian corridor and border issues settled with their authorities. This is one commitment the Gambia has taken to ensure that it remains friendly and compliance within the member states agreements. What again I would say relating to the theme of this is that the resolutions that will be adopted, and I wish we call it the Banjul resolution or accord. However, this event will be taking place 23rd, 24th September 2024, But like I said, the adoption of the resolution will be something that is good for the sub-region in terms of security enhancement, in terms of security coordination. And I want to believe and recognize the Office of the National Security Agency. I know Honorable Abu Jeng, these are things that we need to all put on deck. You cannot talk about security when border is left out. And for instance, normally I take it to be, you cannot be in your house leaving everything around, just not fence. You can invite all kind of rubbish coming in. So the Gambia is also a country, not a borderless environment. We are a country with borders, recognized borders. So when people come in regularly, we receive them under regular, and there are entry requirements. But what the ECOWAS is trying to look at now is to look back into how these policies and then protocols have been implemented so far. And it recognizes the unison, the cooperation between countries, not only the countries, but how the dream of ECOWAS would keep us together in a borderless, community. Ghanaians can come in here, Nigerians can come in here with their identity card, and we have to accept them. But one of the good things you need to know is the Gambia is one of the countries that is compliant to all the protocols. Why? You can have your ID card travel to Nigeria. You can have your ID card to travel to Ghana in the member citizens states, but it's not the same on the contrary. So together we make a difference. And to the Gambia, ever true. I just want to conclude by appreciating the team spirit that is within my team, that immigration, the youths are happy, like I would say, thanks to Mod Sabali, who has also recognized the fact that with the changes and stability we have with GID, some of these, our proposals and then activities coming forth will be publicly accepted. And I want to thank my colleagues for giving me the cool head to think ahead in terms of policies to be implemented and coordinations going well. Thank you so much, and thanks to the media.
With ECOWAS, but GID as the lead organization or institution in terms of migration and border control, we have been given the privilege to lead these efforts for the hosting of this occasion. So we are doing very well with the support of the partners. He have mentioned them. The Office of the President, have been greatly involved in these arrangements to provide the necessary resources for the hosting of this. And some other private sector organizations or institutions like AfriCell are also with us, giving us all the necessary support that we require in a particular segment of the program. So we are most grateful to our local our institutions like the GPF and other law enforcement agencies in the country who are also giving us some support in the background in terms of other logistics and arenas. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. He has mentioned the importance of this occasion. That this occasion is very, very important, not only because of its historic and whatsoever political connotation that it will have, not only because of the way it is going to portray the Gambia as a good player in sub-regional affairs, but also it is going to give us a say as a country, as a people, how we want to collaborate, how we want to coordinate, how we want to work with our colleagues in the sub-region to make sure that we respond adequately to the emerging mobility and migration challenges that are coming. So this forum, this meeting that is coming, is going to give us a single opportunity to sit as heads of various organizations or service institutions in the various ECOWAS states to shed light on this, deliberate positively, and come up with positive solutions. That has been a major part of his brief. And also, this is going to debrief from the theme of the conference, which definitely is how accelerating the implementation of the ECOWAS biometric ID card and the abolition of the 90-day stay or the residence permit in the sub-region. This is an effort that the leaders in the sub-region are making to make sure that we succeed in our aspiration to unify the region as one single entity, in terms of commerce, in terms of whatsoever, so that it will give the rights of community citizens to be able to go into each other's territory, enter, reside, and establish themselves in terms of business or in terms of some other forms of work. So this forum is not a child's play. It is a very big opportunity for actors in the governments, in civil society, and other places to come together and brainstorm to make sure that we make these dreams and aspirations a reality. So in a nutshell, this is what the Director General have said. So like we have promised, we're going to open the floor for the members of the fourth estate, that is the press, to come up with follow-up questions to the brief. The Director General will do his utmost to make sure that he responds adequately to some of the points that you will raise here. If there is need for the commissioner, who is the chair of the local organizing committee, to interject, then the floor will be available to him. Thank you very much.